Hi, Tony DeWitt here, Missouri appellate attorney and a guy who answers questions here on YouTube. But today it's more of a public service announcement. We're going to talk a little bit about gun safety. So stay tuned. In just a second here, I'm going to roll some video of Sheriff Grady Judd down in Florida talking about a very tragic situation. There was a party where several gentlemen were enjoying the NBA playoffs, and there seems to be some evidence that they were enjoying perhaps some marijuana. Now, there's a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old in attendance in the house, and one of the people who came to the party brought a pistol. And instead of keeping that pistol on its person, he stuffed it in the couch cushions. As you might imagine, the 3-year-old found the pistol, and thinking it was a gun, a toy gun at that, he shot the 2-year-old. The 2-year-old has been in very critical condition ever since that time. So this is what Sheriff Grady Judd said about all of this.
I mean, they're just babies. They didn't know they did anything. He didn't know he did anything wrong. He was just playing there with his sister. And a tragedy occurred because Cavante didn't recognize the need to keep guns away from babies. And I don't know how you think you safely keep a gun away from children when you stick it between the couch that the children are playing on.
So after the young child was shot with the pistol, the folks grabbed the child, got in the car, and drove as fast as they could to the hospital. En route to the hospital, they had a traffic accident where they T-boned another car. A Good Samaritan picked up the child and one of the adults and took them to the hospital, where the child was admitted and given emergency medical care. It was a tragic event all the way around for all of the people involved, including the people who were hit in the car. And it all arose because of one thing. Somebody brought a pistol into a house with children and failed to secure it. They failed to do that which a reasonable and prudent person would do, knowing that a firearm is a deadly instrument. They failed to secure it. Florida has a gun safety law, and it says if you allow a child to get to a firearm and they hurt somebody with it, you're going to be charged with culpable negligence. It's a good law. While I am generally not much of a fan of any kind of gun laws that actually enhance safety, like the one in Florida, those are a good thing. And that's a good thing in this case, because the person who left that gun out, who stuffed it in the couch cushions thinking that the children wouldn't find it, that individual needs to be held accountable for that act of negligence, because that child's life has been changed forever. So let's be real clear about gun storage. If a firearm is not on your person in a holster, and no, not in your belt, not in your pocket, it has to be in a holster with the trigger guard covered. If it's not in a holster, it needs to be in a safe. If it's not in a safe, it needs to be in a holster on your person. There really is no other option than that. If you own a gun, you have to respect that gun, because children do not know enough to respect that gun. And no, it doesn't matter how many times you teach them, children do not exercise good judgment. They are children. Even children who routinely exercise good judgment don't always exercise good judgment. And you can have a terrible result like this when you fail to take adequate steps to secure your firearm. So, if you're lawfully concealing, keep it in a holster on your person. But better yet, have a gun safe in your car. If you're going in to party with someone who has children in the house, think outside the box. Think outside your personal level of comfort in whether or not you have or don't have your firearm. And think about protecting those children. Put it in a gun safe in your car, secure your car, and alarm your car. Don't let your gun fall into the hands of a criminal, but by the same token, don't let it fall into the hands of a 3-year-old either. Thank you for watching. I hope if you've enjoyed this, you will share it, especially if you know someone who routinely conceals and carries. I hope you will share this video with them. I hope you'll share it far and wide, because we all have a duty to think about the children. We all have a duty to protect them. Protect them not only from themselves, but from the stupid things that other people do. And I would urge people to get their children into the Eddie Eagle program through the NRA, which teaches about gun safety and which can be an adequate adjunct so that if someone you don't know brings a firearm over and leaves it around, your child knows what to do when they see it. But again, the only really secure place for a firearm is in a gun safe or on your person. And if you're around children, I would prefer a gun safe as opposed to even on your person, because the only law that always applies when you're dealing with firearms is Murphy's Law. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.